Hey everybody, what's going on, babies? What's going on? Hey. So I am here today to give you a video on Pomba Gira. This particular video was requested by one of my subscribers, and I did a lot of research. I did a lot of reading. I did a lot of absorbing of this particular deity. I can say right now that I have never petitioned Pomba Gira for any request, so I'm only going off of knowledge right now. Okay, so Pomba Gira is a Brazilian deity. She governs sexuality, power, and control, and is a very feminine force for many. This particular deity, I would say, because of what's going on in the world, is a great one to petition for help. Okay? Before I get started on Pomba Gira, I want to say, please like, subscribe, support my channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Now let's get into this tutoring right now. So again, Pomba Gira, and I'm not Spanish, so I'm gonna say it how I read it. Okay, I can't roll my R's or nothing. I just want to let y'all know. So she is again a Brazilian Orisha, honored in Umbanda and Candomblé, Candomble. Okay. So she is described as the wife of Exu. Pomba Gira, the wild woman who spins the world, is shrouded in much mystery as well as darkness. She is outwardly brazen, very often depicted with bare breast. She's a wild witch, a wild woman, and sporting a full necklace of skulls, giving new meaning to the word bling, skull bling, that is. Pomba Gira embodies all that is free. She embodies all that is without shame. She embodies anything that is a sexual pleasure in yourself and the world around us. Many times when she manifests in ritual, she is known to tell secrets and reveal confidences, urging people to own their own their own actions, and also to take pride in what you do. Pomba Gira holds much mystery in the folds of her skirts, where she is said to shelter all who seek relief from the pain of a broken heart. She is said not to come in judgment. She does not judge, in a deep and abundant understanding, because she has been there, seen all, and done everything. There are many different avatars, or what we call manifestations, of Pomba Gira, and each one accompanies a unique place and a function for her. Now, the world spinner who keeps the world or the whole world turning on its axis, there is a Pomba Gira embodiment of the Ashe of the 7 crossroads. Pomba Gira is the Pomba Gira of the souls, of your soul. There is also a Pomba Gira cobras said to command serpents. So the seashore has its own manifestation called Pomba Gira Maria de Praia, Praia, Praia. Remember, I do not speak Spanish, so I'm going to spell it out when I can't say it. But you attach to whatever manifestation of her that you are trying to call in. What Ashe you are trying to call in, because there's a lot of different ones of her. 7 different crossroads, okay? At least one of the manifestations is based on an actual person. She is given the utmost respect at all times and is seen as a force of extremes. Her domain is most often love and sexual unions. She is particularly featured in the spirituality of sex workers. Okay. Now, one group of strippers who set up a shrine to her, they granted them great wealth and success with every dollar they stuffed into their spiritual G-string, honoring her. She understands that the importance of money, and more importantly, what individuals sometimes have to do to survive and thrive. Sometimes you have to sell some ass. Sometimes I choose not to subscribe to that because I believe that's sacred, right? But at the end of the day, sometimes you got kids, sometimes you got bills, sometimes you got to pay shit. You got to do what you got to do, right? And that is the case that this is. Now, Pomba Gira, her 7 skirts, is described as a fierce and powerful force working with the quickness. Like many of the other Pomba Giras, she helps with romance and pain in the heart. If you ever had your heart broken, subscribe to this. She is honored with both dance and drums. So that's a lot of things that if you want to erect an altar for her, those are some things that you can honor her with. Drums and dance. You can dance in front of her. Go outside. Dance up under the moon. That type of thing. Legend tells us that many of these different energies had their roots in Portugal, like many other Brazilian people. Now, each separate spiritual house has its own slightly different origin story, each unique and valid to this deity. There are several manifestations of her too. We have Pomba Gira, who sings, Pomba Gira of the souls, Pomba Gira of the snakes, Pomba Gira of the stars, and Pomba Gira of the moon. And there's a couple of more too. The Lady of the Night, the 2 Infernos, the Gypsy of Faith, the Rose Skull, the Pomba Gira of the Trash, as well as Pomba Gira of the Razor Blade. Now, red and black are the traditional colors used in honoring Pomba Gira, red and black. You can also see this representation in statues for her as well as other artworks. So red and black. Because she is seen as the wife of Exu, her ritual day is Monday, the same as his. Now, some houses do assign Friday to her as well. So Mondays, sometimes Fridays. Unlike many other luas, she is said to demand payment and offerings both before and after undertaking any workings. So that only means, and I tell you guys this all the time, before you petition a deity or request any help, read up on them, because she is one that requires payment before and payment after the work. Patrons will leave a small offering when the request is made, and then a much larger one when their wishes are granted. She is very frequently petitioned for the return of a wayward lover. Although the logic and ethics of this will be questioned by some, nonetheless, this is part of her function. Now, some situations are truly to be careful what you wish for. Be careful of what you wish for, because sometimes it will backfire in more cases than not. So you want a lover back. Lover left due to infidelities, went with another man or another woman, whatever the deal, and you want them back. You're petitioning them for that type of love to come back to you, knowing that that should be released, but we are who we are, and they come back. How do you know that they have changed? Is that what you want back? That's up to you, totally up to you. For me, as the God that I am, goddess that I am, I release anything that doesn't serve me. Love work for me. I do love work all the fucking time. And I try to embody the relationship that I have with my husband. I have a relationship that is unbreakable. So whenever I do any love work, I put the ashe of what me and my husband have into my workings. But again, if you're pulling in from a relationship that he left, or a wayward lover that he or she left you for someone else and you want them back, I don't understand that, but you can do as you will. Ye are all gods if that's what you want. All right, back to Pomba Gira. Put my glasses on. Now, let's talk about some herbs and offerings for this particular deity. It is most common to leave offerings for Pomba Giras at the crossroads. Choose which one you're trying to honor. It's several different ones. What are you trying to pull in? Okay. Now, if you leave offerings at the crossroads or the corner outside of a busy bar, a nightclub, a strip club, that type of thing, you can do that. Or you can erect an altar for your deity. Some things that you can offer: Abre Camino, that's known as road opener, aniseed, basil, carnations, cigarillos, dark rum, gin, honey, peony, red roses, red wine, sage, and tobacco are some things that you can honor Pomba Giras with. Now, if you do a shrine or altar, unlike some of the other altars and shrines people erect, Pomba Gira's ritual items are in keeping with tradition. You're going to set it on the floor or directly on the pavement. Do not place it on top up high. You're going to put it on the floor or on the pavement or on the road, on the ground, on the ground. Now, please take extra caution if you choose to set yours up this way, as placing candles on the floor means they must be given even extra attention so as not to walk or bump into them, right? If it's on the floor. There are many different Pomba Giras, so please be mindful and selective about the items you are using and do your best to choose things that are appropriate for which one you are honoring. So some ingredients that you can place on the floor again is rose water. You can use rose water. You can use a red or black cloth, a statue or image of Pomba Gira, a red and black candle, 3 drops of sage oil because the number is 3, 3 drops of patchouli oil, red carnations, 3 peony seeds, glass of dry wine, and then other offerings that I told you about previously just now. Let's see. Make sure if you do, of course, we're going to do a candle. Most likely when I do a altar or a shrine, I do burn candles. Sit with your candles at least 15 minutes, honey. Don't just light it and walk away. That don't make sense. Oh, that's easy work. Now, let's talk about a Pomba Gira candle. Now, a ritual candle will help you when you are at a crossroads in life. She is known for opening doors and removing all barriers as a road opener. But just like her husband Izu, solutions can be tricky yet highly effective. You're going to use a 7-day candle novena. I sell those on my site. You can use red or black, and then wrap the image of Pomba Gira around the candle. You could do it that way as well. You're going to do 3 drops of cinnamon oil and a pinch of lodestone. Now with I would probably use a bamboo stick. I always, most of the time, use bamboo sticks when I'm working with my candles because it's natural. You're gonna draw an equal arm crossroads, just a cross, equal size cross, right? Symbolizing the crossroads on the top of your candle. Then you're gonna add the cinnamon oil to sprinkle the lodestone dust onto the candle. You're going to say the following prayer. And what you're going to say is move the air, transform the air. Move the fire, transform the fire. Water becomes, earth heals. Hail Pomba Gira, hear my prayer. Then you're going to light the candle and you're going to burn it each day until it is finished, remembering never to leave a burning candle unattended if that's what you choose to do. For me, I always place, I don't have one. Y'all know when I do my ritual candles, I place it in water. And I never extinguish my flame until it's done on its own. That's just what I do. But if you must put it out, make sure you snuff it out and light it again as soon as possible. Let's talk about some blessing water for Pomba Gira. So blessing water is frequently used to remove obstacles and guide you towards your true destiny. This formula is best prepared on a Monday during the waxing moon. And this formula includes Arbor Camino oil, which is road opener oil. And I have exclusive road opener oil made on my site, visionsbyvasori.com, which can be found in my Botanica. With the blessing water, it is 3 cups of spring water. Go get you a gallon of spring water. 21 drops of my Arbor Camino or my road opener oil. 3 drops of sage essential oil. 3. Remember, she works in 3s. Gather all ingredients in your sacred space. Place a glass jar in the center of your altar or your shrine. Add the spring water and the oils, and you're going to stir clockwise with a wooden spoon, clockwise. And your mixture will be ready. One of the beautiful things about the water, is blessing water, is that you can use it as often as you like. You can sprinkle it on the threshold before leaving the house or at the crossroads. After sprinkling out the water, step over it and do not turn back. Step over the water. Do not put your feet in the water and don't turn back. Keep walking. All right. I have a little bit more information on Pomba Gira. Let's talk about her oil. I do not make this because, again, I do not petition to Pomba Gira as of yet. I may. You're going to wear this oil whenever you want to feel the sensual strength and power of Pomba Gira. She is known to triumph over all her enemies, no matter how large or how small. Now, to make her a Pomba Gira oil, you're going to take a ½ ounce of sweet almond oil, 7 drops of carnation oil, 7 drops of rose oil, and 7 anise seeds, crushed. You're going to assemble all ingredients on your ritual altar or your sacred space. Add the oils and the seeds to a small glass bottle. Small glass bottle. I have some back here. I just don't feel like grabbing it, y'all. Just rub the bottle between your hands. You're going to rub it between your hands. Rub it between your hands like so. Setting the intention like so. Then raise the bottle up and down, side to side, symbolizing the crossroads, making the symbol of a crossroads. Then it is charged and ready to use, guys. This is Pomba Gira. A little information on her. Again, there's many different ways to reach Pomba Gira. Go with all or go with some. But again, if you petition her, you have to pay her up front. before the work is done and pay her more after the work is done. Okay? This is one of those that she wants payment before and after. Pomba Gira. Guys, please like, subscribe, support, and share my channel. It will be greatly appreciated. I am so happy that everybody that has subscribed to me, you are here. And I am doing a lot of content now on what's going on in the Americas with the feminine energies, guys. Honoring, we need to pull in, pull in some of this ashe from these different deities and fight back, honey. All right? Many blessings to you in abundance.